So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of this Master League campaign, and it's a pleasure to have you guys here. If you are new to the channel, well, have a watch, and if you enjoy it, there's that subscribe button below. Please do comment, folks, just before we dive into this, like, even if you put, like, great video, or you're smelly, or you look like a twat, whatever works for you. Just put some sort of comment in these videos because it does help the algorithm. YouTube is changing constantly all the time. I mean, nowadays you can't even see dislikes. So, you know, I don't really care about dislikes. I mean, I don't know why YouTube decided to change it, but they've decided to change it. So, if you can give it a smash upwards, will be appreciated, and leave a comment. Now, the first episode was fantastic. You guys really did give me a really nice response to that. Even the post-interview at the end, which I thought, you know what, let's try something a little bit different. Now, I'm going to work on my Scottish accent, so don't worry. We're going to be still doing those for a bit of fun. I won't do it after every match, but I will do it at the end of each video. So if you want to stay till the end and see sort of Moyes' opinions, which is pretty much obviously myself giving you my opinion of how I played. Like, if I'm misplacing a lot of passes and I'm not playing well, I'm going to give it to you, you know, blunt, but in the Moyes perspective. But I will do it at the end of each video. So we'll play one match, then we'll play the second match, and then we'll dive into the interview action at the end of it. Also, like, keep giving me tips, feedback of what you guys enjoy and what you don't, because you guys are the ones watching this. And if you don't enjoy watching the series, well, you ain't going to watch it. It's as simple as that. So, someone recommended, like, making myself smaller during the match, right? So I am going to do that. What I will do is this. We'll obviously show myself when I'm pre-gaming, as we say, before we get into the match. When we show the match, I won't show myself at the beginning when we're showing the lineups and all that. But when we get into the game, I will pop up, but I will be a lot smaller. You know, little me in the corner of the screen. So I will be there with the match live, but I'll be a lot smaller, and then I'll blow myself up afterwards. All right? Fantastic. That's all the fun stuff out the way. So today we are taking on Southampton away from home at St. Mary's, and then we are back at home taking on the Brighton. And also, folks, if you don't like these cameras, I apologize, but I'm trying to make this like the most realistic ever. Like, I want you guys to feel like you're watching a live game. That's it, in a nutshell. I mean, in the real world, unfortunately, if you're watching Liverpool, you can't really ask them to change the camera angle. You're stuck watching it. So, you know, you don't really have a choice. If the camera angle is that way in the real world, then you just kind of have to watch the match. So, a few things have happened here. We have an injury for Bowen. He's going to be out till sometime in September. Okay. Declan Rice has changed now. He's a workhorse. That's always good. We've got a couple of negotiations there. One thing I do want to try and do is get a few of these players on loan if we can get rid of them. Like, you know, Antonio, no, this is not going to happen. Let's just go ahead and refuse all for him, so we're not going to get any other things coming in. Holland, we have a loan offer for him. I think we're just going to go ahead and accept these. I don't really want any of these young players, so for the sake of it, we are going to go ahead and accept any kind of loan offers for the young players. As you can see, we have a lot of them coming in. So let's go ahead and just accept that. It's another loan. Thank you very much. So this was the first face. Well, I don't know what's going on with the whole smiley face there. Blimey, it looks like the Joker. So we've got Baptiste. We've got him. Not the best, but it's the best we can do, and it's better than the default one we had. This Ocaflex guy, flexing a new face as well, 19-year-old, so there he is, a lot better than what we had. And I think really the only other one that I've added was Martin, the 35-year-old. Not really a youth player, is he? But he didn't have a face either, so it probably looks the pick of the bunch, but that's basically it, folks. So there we go. I've also fixed myself. I was floating mid-air. Just realized I put the camera down a little bit. Anyway, let's move on. We are going to be moving into whatever this is. Who else? But Lionel Messi does win the European Best Player Award. Congratulations, Lionel. And we are going to be moving forward now to the big match. We're taking on Southampton. What's going on with the group stage? These aren't going to be realistic, unfortunately. So it looks like, is this going to be our group? Pacos, Ferreira. Then we've got Shakhtar Donetsk and Anderlecht. Is that our group? It very well could be. But we'll look at all that stuff afterwards. And then there's no group of death in the UEFA Champions League as well. Anyway, I'm not going to show you guys the lineup until we get into the game. Remember that, you know, a lot of the decisions that we're going to be making here, Moisey's going to be making, will be based on if players are up for it. If they're not, I'll let you know in the match anyway how the players are feeling. But anyway, I will see you guys there. Let's dive into the second match of the season. We need a bounce back after that first game. Regarding the gameplay mod, I'm still going to continually be like tweaking it, updating it. You know, I've also... Oh, by the way, we are using weaker goalies again. I've put them down to 2. I don't know how this is going to go, but I really want some goals. I don't mind if the keeper makes the odd blunder. It's realistic in that sense. So, yeah, this whole gameplay mod scenario is going to change from time to time. And we'll just keep trying to evolve it and make it better and better and better. Anyway, that's a long introduction. We won't be doing this every video. I just wanted to get that out there because it is the start of the series. All right? I'll see you guys there at the St. Mary's Stadium. So you join us live. That's right, the St. Mary's Stadium for this one. Southampton had, well, a little bit of a shaky start in the opening match. Unable to pick up 3 points. Likewise, same scenario for West Ham and David Moyes' side after a narrow 1-0 defeat against Burnley. Let's have a quick look at the lineups for today. So we take a look at the home side. They're going to be playing a 4-4-2. It's Armstrong and Charlie Adams up top. Ward-Prowse is going to be a player to watch, especially when it comes to the set pieces. And Theo Walcott will offer some pace down that left-hand side. David Moyes has opted for a few changes in the lineup. Soucek comes in along with Suffel at right back and Masuaku on the left-hand side there, with Fabianski replacing Areola today. So away we go. 90 minutes to play. As always, Southampton in their traditional red strip with the old white stripes. West Ham today wearing their third kit as they are playing, as you know, away from home, and they don't want to clash with the likes of Southampton. But anyway, we are straight underway here. With an early possible chance for Southampton as they look to work this inside here towards Theo Walcott, a former Arsenal man. It's been a long, long time since he has been, obviously, at the Gunners. Put out back towards Ward-Prowse. This guy can finish. We've seen it happen time and time again. There's a pretty comfortable save early on for Fabianski. But here is Genapro finding Ward-Prowse. Goes down fast there by Soucek. And you've got Declan Rice and Soucek both in the middle. And we know they both like to defend as well as getting forward and back. And oh, it was millimetres wide from Fabianski, pulling off a blinder of a save. And right now, West Ham are looking very vulnerable through the middle. It needs to be rectified quickly. And Fabianski just did enough. Declan Rice is just going to feed that one in there to Lanzini. Little deflection. I'll tell you what, he's onside here, Benrahma. With the chance, just about to strike it, and what a challenge it was to get the foot in the way of it. Right place, right time. And that's where Southampton, if they do switch off, West Ham have more than enough quality to be in on goal in a flash. Through the middle here, Armstrong with some time, feeds it into the feet of Adams, able to turn his man inside out. Lovely play as he gets it wide as well. The referee was going to give a free kick there and then decided against it. Livramento. Oh, referee, has he given a penalty? He has given a penalty. It's all going wrong here for West Ham United at the start of this game. Masuaku, too keen. It was a slight delayed reaction here from the free kick. Oh, it's not a free kick, it's a penalty. But you can see he does catch his trailing leg. It's smart play. And it's a careless challenge by the left-back. And now a chance for Armstrong. Up against Fabianski. Can he finish? No, he can't. It's a whopper of a save. And West Ham live to die another day. Well, I'll tell you what, could that be a bit of a game changer? Possibly. It can happen. We've seen it before. Sometimes when you do miss those penalties, it certainly sits in the back of your mind. Genapro does well, delivers near post, and another chance goes begging. This time it's Adams. Fractions wide. Look at that lovely little touch. Beautiful football this. Takes it to the byline. Great ball in. Just the wrong side of the post. Chenapo takes the short one. Adams. To back again. Back to Livramento. He's been a bit of a nightmare early on here. Peralde. Tell you what, West Ham can't get the ball out, but they have got a chance now. Here comes Yarmolenko. Space out wide here for Declan Rice to get the old afterburners going. Not the quickest player around, but certainly he's got a brain when it comes to football. Nice play. Suffel. Chance to deliver. Cuts back, wins the foul, and that is going to be a free kick in a very tasty position here. Bednarek just going to get a talking to in the ear hole. Yeah, West Ham just looking a little bit worse for wear, a bit slow on the ball. Maybe it was a late night last night, because they're certainly playing that way. The question is, how good is the delivery? It is in towards Antonio! And the first chance on goal from the big man. But unfortunately, for the number 9, it was straight down the keeper's throat. Well, they certainly have got players that can win the balls in the air. Now, that's a sloppy place to give that one away. And not the best pass there. I think there was, Lanzini giving it away. Armstrong back to Theo Walcott. Bednarek. Ward-Prowse closed down brilliantly by Declan Rice. And now a chance, and he just smashed it into Antonio. It was all a little bit too quick and hectic there. Should have slowed it down ever so slightly. Genopro's lost possession. We've got 12 minutes till the break. Livramento. Southampton will be very disappointed that they're not leading right now with the amount of chances they have had in this opening half. Ball's fired in. Zuma clears it away. Comes back to Peralde. Ward-Prowse. Genopro. West Ham, plenty of players behind the box. Behind the box. Behind the ball. Peralde. Walcott. Back to Ward-Prowse again. Nice bit of play. Bit of a give and go. Ward-Prowse with a special effort. And a comfortable save for Fabianski, who's going to launch this one out. So again, looking for that quick break, but it's not going to work if you're just giving the ball away carelessly. Theo Walcott skips past the initial challenge. Space out wide here. Peralde back to Walcott. Great play this, isn't it? Southampton playing some lovely football. Just can't get the ball off them. Now they need to get it away. Diop playing with himself. Given away sloppily. And there's the punishment. Should have cleared the ball, shouldn't they, West Ham? And they've paid the ultimate price. Moisey disappointed. You cannot play around with yourself in that kind of position. They had a golden chance right here to clear the ball. This, Diop, just clear it away. Takes a touch, gets caught. Lovely 1-2 to open up the finish. And it's a ferocious strike past Fabianski. Saved the penalty, but he's got no chance with that one. 1-0. Well, it's been a very, very poor half for West Ham, but a very, very good half for Southampton. Because West Ham are really struggling to maintain any kind of possession. The players just look very, very sluggish. There's Diop. Suffel. Some people would call him Kufal, but no, it's pronounced Suffel. Instead of saying the C, say the S. There is Masuaku now. Looking for some movement. Souček. Flicked it off. Suffel once more. This is more like it from West Ham. We've got a few players queuing up. Antonio! What about that for a response? There's the big man. And that's what we're talking about. He is a threat. He is a threat. Doesn't matter if it's on the floor, in the air. He's going to cause you problems. And this was just calm play from the Hammers. Worked it well. A lot of space here for Suffel to take it in. And it's a brilliant header. Keeper's beaten. Ben Rama will take the throw. You might as well launch it up the line then, because Masuaku's picked up a little bit of space. Delivered in once more. Cleared away. Ben Rama does win the header. Comes back to Lanzini. Big deflection. Masuaku. Ref surely couldn't have given a penalty for that one. He gave a penalty for the other one. Oh, I don't know. But he said no. And at half-time, it's Southampton 1. West Ham United 1. So, second 45 begins. No changes at the break. I'll tell you what though, David Moyes straight over to the referee there at half-time for that incident that, I mean, it could have been a penalty. Southampton got one. Nothing given for West Ham though. Maybe it wasn't as concrete as the one where Masuaku took down the Southampton man, but still debatable. Anyway, Southampton will look to start this second half off much better than they ended the first. Here is Theo Walcott, Ward-Prowse. Back to Walcott once more. Plenty of Southampton players pushing forward, but plenty of West Ham players back as well. Benrahma's got the wrong side of his man there. Comes back to Genepro, big deflection. Suffel nods it clear. And Yarmolenko is not going to get there. Chance for them to either launch this or play the short one. Does find Paraud. Poor marking here by Southampton, and it's a good save by Fabianski, although it was straight at him. Terrible defending by the Hammers. I don't know what they had for supper last night, but something's sitting heavy, it seems like, in their bellies, because they're just not clicking. Fabianski looking for Antonio. Didn't quite win the header. There's Romer. Feeds it through the mixer. Adams, far too easy to turn his man there. It's again diving in too much. And Adams is not going to take the short one. It's another chance for Ward-Prowse. Even better here. This is dynamite positional play here for Ward-Prowse. Can he pick out the old top bins? Dupe has gone on the line. He has a go! And he does put it in there. Dupe standing, playing with himself. Didn't want to jump, did he? And Ward-Prowse does generally what Ward-Prowse does. Scores a free kick in emphatic fashion. Comfortable as you like. And Fabianski just beaten by the sheer power. Possibly even Dupe being in his way, to be honest, but yeah, there's not too much you're going to do with that one. Salisu. I've been very impressed though with Southampton. They've played some good stuff. They've taken their time when they possibly can, and they really have. Once again though, West Ham all over the place, and Armstrong with a very disappointing header. That's a poor finish and a real chance there. Benrahma, he wanted to bring this back and start again, but they won't let him have it. And with all the space and time, that's disappointing. Well, Moyes now signalling the lads to push up a little bit more. You've got 22 minutes to play. You're a goal down, away from home. You lost your first match. You really don't want to be losing your second game. And at the moment, it looks like it could happen. As Zuma gets taken down there. Is that not a foul either way? No, it's not. Masuaku just trying to launch it into Soucek. Genepro inside. Ward-Prowse, he's seen so much of the ball. Adams, Walcott. Armstrong, a good challenge. Trying to get it away. Deflection. Yarmolenko wasn't there. And it's Theo Walcott over the bar. How many chances has Southampton had in this game? They have been all over the Hammers. We just can't get the grips of this. All over the place. I think that sums it up in a nutshell. So, some experienced players in Mark Noble coming on, and Vlasic replacing Benrahma. Fed up the line. Adams. Lovely little turn by him. Patient play. Genepro. Back to Paraud. West Ham need the ball, and they need it fast. Walcott. Paraud once more. Probably won't be too much stoppage time either. And is the ref going to give a foul for that or not? I don't know, but Diop's done well here. He really has nothing else on. He's had to go for Antonio. Oh, he nearly found a way through. But it looks like that is going to be all she wrote. We've got a final few seconds here. Unless West Ham can just pump this ball forward. They can't even get the ball. And the referee blows for full time. Oh dear, what a performance by Southampton, but worrying for West Ham. They really didn't do anything worthwhile even mentioning in this game, apart from Antonio scoring that header. But if you look on the shot count, 13 shots to 3 is a bit of a concern. 64% possession. Man of the match today was Adams up top. So, the other results, Southampton, as we know, did win. Burnley winning 4-1 against Wolves. Chelsea beat Brighton by 3-0. Man City 3, Liverpool 1. Great result there. Brentford drawing to Norwich. Leicester losing to Aston Villa. Newcastle goalless against Everton. Arsenal losing to Manchester United. They beat Tottenham and Arsenal. Crystal Palace 2, Tottenham 2, and Watford 0. Leeds 3. So there it is. Chelsea leading the way. Burnley 2nd. Man United dropped down to 3rd. Man City 4th. Villa 5th. They've all won both their matches. Bottom of the table, Watford, Brighton, and now West Ham are the only teams to not pick up a point. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, so last day of the transfer window. We're not even going to worry about this. I'm going to plow through it, not even show you guys because we're not going to worry about it. And then we will dive right into the next match. Oh, it's actually a Europa League match. The question is, I don't know if I have these stadium in the game. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, folks, actually. I don't know if the goalies now are too weak. I mean, they did make some saves, but I don't know. I'm going to play with this gameplay mod a little bit more. That's why it's kind of be trial and error. Ibra has recommended me use another one. But I'm going to stick with this for the time being. But I don't know. I felt like the team fell off in that game. You know, like you're away from home and the PES way where everything feels like just not going in your favour. I mean, to be honest with you, Southampton spanked us, so I can't say much. But anyway, I will see you guys there in the Europa League match. And I'll see you then. Let's dive into it. So you join us live in Portugal for the opening game of the Europa League. West Ham travel to hopefully win their first game of the season. It's been a really tough start. A defeat against Burnley and a defeat against Southampton has not helped the cause. A couple of changes as well. Mark Noble comes back into the side to opt for that little bit more of experience. But let's have a quick look at the lineups for today's match. So we take a look at Pacos Ferreira. They're playing the 4-2-3-1. It's going to be Jan up top, Helder Ferreira on the left-hand side. He's got to play because his name's Ferreira. And on the right-hand side, Delgado will be opting to give them some pace. For West Ham United, Vlasic comes back into the mix. Antony up top, Lanzini on the left. Bowen is back from injury. And Johnson gets a chance to start today as right-back as he replaces whoever played there last. So away we go. First game of the Europa League is underway under the floodlights. No better feeling, really, than playing under those floodlights in European football. Of course, West Ham will want to get to Champions League stage at some point. If they can do that, will be a dream for them. But they've got to start this game off well because it has not been a good start to the season. As Antonio with a bit of twinkle toes here. Lovely play. Finding Rice. Starts again with Noble. I mean, he's the captain to really give that team spirit, that chemistry, a little bit more of an oomph. Because that's a sloppy play there by the home side. And it's just wide with the opening chance. I mean, you fully expect West Ham today to create, to dominate, to possess. The big question will be, can they finish? So we've had to change the camera angle ever so slightly. The cameraman was getting too much action with the fans, so a few changes have been made. But we're able to see the field a little bit more now as Bowen brings it forward. Back from injury after he was out for just a couple of days. And here comes Mark Noble. Wants to bring it forward and then taken down by Rui Perez there. Far too easy. And now a chance for Pacos Ferreira to bring this one forward. Here comes Delgado with some space. Does deliver it high, looking near post. Johnson with a lovely header. Rice nods it clear. Comes back inside, Perez. Back to Jorge Silva. Perez once more. Lovely play this. Pacos Ferreira looking for the strike. And in the end, it was a very comfortable save by Fabianski. He was going to launch it, but then he decided, well, there's only Antonio up there right now, so we might as well keep possession ourselves. As Cresswell launches this up to Bowen. And the home Home side once again with a bit of possession. We will hear David Moyes' opinions and everything else once this game is complete. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say, especially after that first match against Southampton, where it just didn't click into gear at all. Anyway, here comes Bowen now, and he might as well take this himself. Question is, does he go it alone? There was a deflection, and it's in. It's going to go down as an own goal, as you can tell. It comes off the captain. It's hard done by, but it happens. It's football. I mean, if I was Bowen, personally, I'd be claiming that all day. He took this himself. Antonio was pulling the other defenders away, and then this strike just comes off his defender, right off the old left thigh. Let's have a look. How far away? I mean, that was going wide, wasn't it? When he hits that, that's going wide. Comes off his knee, and it's fortunate, but David Moyes is not going to complain. Luis Carlos, Ferreira. Chance to strike that. Lays it on the edge of the box. Jan with a chance. Good bit of defending. Now Bowen finds Vlasic. Lanzini looking for Antonio. And Antonio's away. Can he finish? Oh, it's a brilliant save. Wonderful goalkeeping. Kept himself nice and big until the time was right to deny the finish. And all of a sudden, now we're up the other end of the field. Back and forth we go. And Zuma will take his time and swing that round to Agbonna. Coming up to the half-an-hour mark. Cresswell. That's a very loose pass by the left-back. Disappointment there for him. Silva, interesting pass by him. He gives it away. Bowen picks it up. There is a lot of space in this game. Antonio does brilliantly well. The referee said he didn't get caught. Antonio! Sometimes you get them things wrong, ladies and gents, and that was a prime example of Mr. Antonio getting a little bit too excited. He won the ball back brilliantly, but pulled it completely wide. And yeah, disappointment on his face. We'll have to take a look at, after this game, who exactly is in the group. If it's the same teams that we saw at the beginning. I mean, West Ham, no, they've got to qualify. They will be one of the favourites to get through. Oh, there's a chance and a brilliant save. What a stop by Fabianski. Pulling this out of nothing. I mean, I don't know where Agbonna was going there. And look at that for a stop. Save of the season, that, bar none. Carlos. Agbonna won that night and day. Rice. Lanzini has seen the run of Antonio, but there's far too much pace on that ball. That's very comfortable for Jordi. Ball through the middle. Bonner wins the header. Vlasic able to turn. Poor pass given away sloppily. Still not seeing the West Ham that we'd like to see, are we? Certainly not when it comes to the football they're playing. Once again, I don't know what they're doing. It's nerves. Something's going on. Well, here's a chance. Delgado plays it through. Don't want to let him shoot. They have, and there's the equaliser. Well, you wanted goals, you're going to get them. One apiece. Dan the man gets the equaliser. It's West Ham's problem, though. They're sitting deeper and deeper, and it's inviting pressure time and time again. And if you don't get close to your man, you're going to pay the price. Here is Vlasic. Can West Ham do something here in the final few minutes of this half? As Lanzini does deliver it into Antonio, but it's always a tough ball like that. If you're going to whip a ball in, you want it generally closer to the goal. Gives it certainly easier for the forward just to nod that on, win a header. Haven't seen enough of Bowen in this game either. And here is Mark Noble now with some space. Flicks it off to Vlasic. Back to Noble. Some overlapping movement here by Cresswell, who wanted to take a big touch, and it just didn't quite work out. And that is half-time. A good start for West Ham, but disappointment again. And it's 1-1 at the break. So away we go. 45 minutes left to play. Still even Stevens in this one. No changes being made, but I'm sure there was a lot of words being said in the dressing room. There's Bowen. Well, Johnson's continued here. No one's picked him up. And he's gone straight past his man. Beautiful play. And I'm surprised the referee hasn't whipped out a yellow card here, to be fair. It was more of an obstructive move, wasn't it? Just to completely block him off. As he was through here. I mean, he's gone for the full Materazzi headbutt, or Zinedine Zidane headbutt, should we say. It was Zidane on Materazzi, wasn't it? Way back in the old World Cup days. Anyway, this is a chance. There's certainly some tall, quality West Ham players in here that could maybe do the business. Antonio's up! Couldn't keep it down. And Moyes furious for a minute, and then thumbs up for the attempt. Still 1-1. So a chance for Antunes to fire this one high towards the back post. Rice wins the header. Rui Perez gets it down, lays it square. Luis Carlos looking to feed that one outside. Antunes once more does deliver it in, and how close was that? And Fabianski is furious of his defenders. They really are half asleep. This was a delicious ball in. Near post delivery, lovely movement. It's unlucky. Oh, here's Bowen. Nice bit of play. Tries to feed that across. Antonio, Vlasic. Noble. Vlasic once more. It's better from West Ham. There's a bit of space here. He's got plenty of time to deliver this in. Antonio was up. Vlasic with the volley. That looked like he was heading in the far corner. Lanzini with a chance. Bowen wins the header. Lanzini again. And it's deflected out for a corner. Oh, catch your breath. That's a nice roof. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to be Cresswell. Plenty of players queuing up in the 6-yard box, and Zuma makes it 2-1. If that's the way it works, that's the way it works. Straight from a corner, lovely delivery. West Ham have plenty of height in the box. You've got Zuma, you've got Ogbonna, Antonio, but it was the big, powerful centre-back who rose above the clouds to make it number 2 for West Ham and give themselves a bit or more of a cushion. We've got Masuaku, who could of course play on the left-back position. Cresswell's playing there today, so they'll be rotating, I'm sure. But this is better from West Ham now, just possessing the ball. Johnson says, you know what, we're going to cut inside here and flick that one off to Lanzini, who tried to be a little bit too cute and lost out on possession. Mark Noble hounding to win it back. Brilliant play by him. Floats one over the top. Antonio tries to win the header. Oh, it's a mix-up at the back from the keeper. What a let-off that was. This is more like it now. West Ham suddenly changing the game after that goal. Vlasic flicks it out. It's going to be Lanzini with a strike. Comes back towards Cresswell. Drilled in. Another chance for West Ham to tap it in. Still going. And it falls back to Geordie. And he can calm it down. So 3 changes for West Ham. Masuaku coming on, Yarmolenko and Fredericks as well. I believe we do have the 5 substitutes rule, so West Ham do have 2 more substitutes available if they would like to use them at some point. But right now it really is all about controlling this game and just making sure that they can take home all 3 points. It will be a good start to the Europa League for them, away from home. Lanzini, nice play. Fredericks, fresh legs all day. Floats one high, looking for Antonio. Chance for Bowen. Keeper falls to the turf, cleared away nicely. Fredericks nods it back inside. Lanzini, lovely feet. Beautiful play by Lanzini there. Cute as you like. And it's floated in again. Back to Declan Rice. Noble. Overlapping chance to get it down the flanks. Comes back to Noble once more. Masuaku needs to get onside, and he will. And another chance to deliver it. Yarmolenko, edge of the box, lays it back. It's going to be the Noble, and it was straight at Geordie. Another change for West Ham. Bowen's done his job for the day, and on comes Pablo Fornals. Declan Rice towards Fredericks. Which way's Fredericks going to go? Well, he has got some room up the line here for Lanzini. Flicks it back to Fredericks. Chance to deliver. Good old-fashioned argy-bargy there between the two players. Rice, interesting move. Worked out for him. Flicks it off to Fredericks. Another chance to deliver. Antonio went for the specialty. Rice. Is that a free kick? Ref says no. Rice with the strike. Just wide. Rui Perez. Just need to get this ball forward. West Ham just need to clear it away. Declan Rice says, I'll do that all day. Fredericks is going to nod that one back to Zuma. Here is Fabianski. Smashes it high, looking for Antonio. Nods it back into the mix. And there's the full-time whistle. West Ham get their first official win under David Moyes for the season. Not in the Premier League, it's in the Europa League, but they will certainly take that. With it being away from home, 3 points is 3 points. And we have a look at the final standings for you. 6 attempts to 13. West Ham certainly cranked it up the second half once that goal went in. Man of the match today was the Zuma. So the other results, here is, well, we'll take a look at the groups as well while we're at it. But Randers lost to Lazio. Obviously, we did win. And, yeah, I think Shakhtar Donetsk and Anderlecht are the two teams that are going to be in the group. And there's a look at the rest of them. Leon winning 4-2 against Santa Clara. So, there it is. Shakhtar Donetsk, Pacos, Ferreira, and Anderlecht are the teams that we are going to face. You've got Wolfsburg, Tottenham, Aberdeen, and Ghent in Group G. In Group H, you've got Villarreal, Sivasspor, PSV, Livingston. Group I, Celtic, Real Sociedad, Vitesse, Trabzonspor. Group J, we've got Everton, Malmo, Eintracht Frankfurt and Sparta Prague. Group K is Atalanta, Braga, Lokomotiv and Luzern. Group L, Leon, Copenhagen, Spartak Moscow, Santa Clara. In Group A, you've got Leipzig, Antwerp, Dynamo Zagreb and Servette. I'll tell you what, it's some fantastic name pronunciation. Group B, Real Betis, Feyenoord, Galatasaray, Hibernian. Group C, you've got Napoli, Ruben Kazan, Rennes and Aarhus. And then Group D, Utrecht, Marseille, Lugano, and Celta de Vigo. Group E, we're still going. Lazio, Fenerbahce, Sochi, and Randers. That's not how you say them. And there we have it. All right, folks, so that was the two matches for today, done and dusted. Some negatives and some positives, but we're going to bring in Mr. David Moyes himself, that's right, on the blower, and get his initial impression. So, Mr. Moisey, thanks for stopping by. The first match there against Southampton, it was a little bit concerning, I think. You know, you guys did get quite dominated from the get-go, and you really didn't find any kind of traction. Your thoughts on that match?
Well, yeah, thank you very much for having me on. It was a very tough game, wasn't it, against Southampton. They pinned us back numerous times. We were trying to get out. We couldn't. We lost possession. I thought when you got the equalising goal, it was going to be a better performance, but we just couldn't click into gear. And it was worrying. I mean, I spoke to the lads at half-time, asked their opinions. They gave me what they could, and I agreed to an extent of some of the things, but we weren't penetrating enough when we got the ball. And overall, I couldn't put my finger on why we kept giving it away. You know, we were working on training constantly, trying to create chances as well as defending, and I think that was the biggest thing. Defensively, we weren't good enough.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that, actually. Yeah, defensively, it did look a little bit shaky. I mean, you've conceded now, 3 goals in the opening games in the Premier League. Is that a concern or something you're working on constantly trying to improve? I mean, will you look to bolster the squad, possibly even in January, if you do keep leaking at the back?
Well, yeah, I think it's a little premature to talk about transfers and stuff, you know, in January time. You know, we've just started the season. So, yeah, let's not worry about that. But I think that the boys defensively need to work better as a unit. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you're not communicating together, you're not going to work together. And I think sometimes you had certain players were pushing up when they should have stayed with their player. And we work on the communication, the team starts playing. And that was my biggest problem in that first game. So, yeah, defensively, it was poor, but it's a lot of time to go, and training is there for a reason. We'll work on it, we'll get it sorted, and we'll be back.
Well, yeah, that's a fair enough point. I'm just giving you my opinion, Mr. Moyes there. Sometimes, you know, you have to make those big decisions come January time. But obviously, Antonio, we spoke about him before in the Burnley game. We didn't see enough, but he did score against Southampton. and then he certainly looked more like himself as well in the Europa League match. Your thoughts on Antonio's work rate?
Yeah, it was much better from Antonio. He was up and down constantly, wanted the ball to his feet. I saw him on the pitch, obviously communicating as well with the players a lot more. He was harping on at them, give me the ball, and then eventually, we did get the goal, and he scored from what he normally does. He's a threat in the air. He's an aerial threat. And the players got their head up, whipped the ball in, simple goal. So that's something we have been working on in training, which pretty much moves into the second match there against the Europa League game when we scored initially from the own goal. Good finish after it took a deflection, because I think it was heading a little bit wide, but sometimes you need that bit of luck. We conceded, looked a little bit nervous after we conceded that goal. But then in the second half, when we scored from the corner, I think it was a lovely ball in, and Zuma just towers above everyone to score a cracking goal.
Yeah, it was a lovely goal. It really was, especially the second one, obviously, from the corner. Well, we'll finish off on a positive note here, Mr. Moyes. Obviously, you're moving now into the next match. You've got Brighton, and then you've got Manchester City, who are starting the season off rather well. What are you looking to do from those two matches? The Brighton game's going to be, you say the easier of the two, of course, but then a trip to the Etihad, always a tough place to go.
Yeah, 100%. That's going to be the key. But first, we're going to get through the Brighton game. It's all about work rate. It's about, as I say, communicating with the players, playing the football that we know how to play. Look for the aerial threats, because we've got plenty of them. Antonio's good in the air. Soucek can win the headers. From corners, you've got the likes of Zuma, Agbona. So those are the players who are going to be looking for us from set pieces, and I think we can exploit that when we take on the likes of Man City. We know Man City are going to outplay us. They've got the players. They're unbelievable in that quality department. But aerial threat is something we can exploit. So that's what we're going to be looking to do. We'll go back to training, and we'll certainly just try and win a game. I think that's the thing right now in the Premier League. We've got to win. We can't afford to lose the next game from home. So yeah, we're going to go back, reassess, and we'll be back with a bang.
So there we have it, folks. Thank you very much, Mr. Moisey. Go and enjoy yourself. I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you've got any other kind of hints, tips, things you want to see, let me know in the comments. Some tough matches there for sure. I don't know about this gameplay mod in certain aspects. I'm going to play around with it, but I do like the fact that the AI is quite tough. Even playing someone like Pacos Ferreira, who normally wouldn't give you a challenge, they were still looking quite good. So yeah, we're gonna think about that. But we'll be back for episode 3. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Smash the like button if you do. Subscribe for more. And until next time, take care.